had such a bad day at the mill today. I don't know where to move. Oh, look at this. Pick up your fork and come to New York. Good jobs, great farming. Awesome, now I know where to move.
Some jobs in the 1600s were miners, traders, trappers, farmers, sailors, and enslavers, and more. These were the biggest jobs in New York at that time. It was called the breadbasket colony because they had made so much wheat. For its time, it was one of the biggest trade centers.
New York has a good climate. For example, it has good fertile soil, which was good for farming. It had water access, natural harbors, warm summers, cold winters, good nature resources, dense forest, and rivers, and this makes New York a good colony for farming, trade, and others. In the 1600s, New York's lifestyle had a lot of good things and bad things. In the late 1600s, 42% of the normal households had slaves. That meant that New York's economy was growing rapidly. There also was a nice newspaper called the New York Gazette. It was very popular, and it was a big part of the New York's lifestyle. Women made food for the family, took care of the family's children, and also made all of the clothing for the family. This was probably one of the biggest parts for the New York's lifestyle. Bad facts for the other colonies. The southern colonies had hot summers, swamps, and disease. The New England colonies had no religious freedom, quotas of the three regions, rocky soil and bad for farming, and consistently had Indian attacks. Henry Hudson landed on Manhattan Island and started a new colony. The Dutch West Indian Company made the settlement a new colony and named it the Netherlands. After a while, the British wanted it for trade, so they sent over a big fleet of ships, and the Dutch handed it over without even firing a shot. The king gave a charter to his brother, Duke of York, and named the new colony New York from his name. This colony was first governed by the Dutch after the king sent ships over to dominate the land, and he took it. When the Dutch saw it, they gave it up. It was a democracy colony, and it was also democratic. It had a mayor, and newly elections were held every year for a new government. It had religious freedom and held many religious religions. For example, it held allowed Quakers, Catholics, Lutheran, Jews, and many more. It was one of the most diverse colonies at the time.